Toronto Fire Services still on scene by the early evening Friday night after getting a call to a large blaze on Davie Avenue near Kew Beach. That call coming in the early morning around 3:30 a.m. When crews arrived to the two-story home, it was fully engulfed. Now the good news, nobody was injured. A woman along with two children on the top floor, along with a young couple living in the basement, all managed to get out safely. And while both homes on either side did sustain damage, it was less extensive. And those occupants also managed to get out in time.
My wife was woken up by a loud bang noise, and then she said it sounded almost like there was a skateboarder going down the sidewalk, and it was actually the whooshing noise from the fire. So she looked out, it was really coming out the front of the house a couple doors down, woke me up, and by the time we got downstairs, it was like right next to us.
Or this neighbor who also lives just a few doors down telling City News fire crews arrived quickly and the scene outside was orderly, with residents on the street going out of their way to help each other.
So I have amazing neighbors. They were all very what can we get you? Can we get you coats? Can we get you sweaters? Do you want to come in? Everybody was wonderful.
Now investigators have been on scene since the afternoon, and at this time there are no updates on the cause. There had been some speculation about the electric vehicle parked in the driveway, and while it hasn't been ruled out, we're told an initial look at the scene indicates it's unlikely that the EV is the culprit.
In my opinion, it looks like it was not part of the fire at this point in time. It looks in pretty good shape. Just the front end of the vehicle was a little bit of burn damage from the fire that was caused. And if you look at any videos online, you can tell by the look of the EV it was not involved in the fire.
Kind of like an EV that is responsible for starting a fire is typically much more damaged? Is that the situation?
Way more damage. An EV that is responsible for the fire, if it was on fire, it creates a temperature around 300 degrees Fahrenheit when it's on fire, and it'd probably be not much left of the car at this point in time.
By the late afternoon, the car being towed away with an escort by a Toronto Fire Services pump truck
to the tow yard and have it disposed there. It's got to be disposed, it's got to be an area where it's 50 feet away from any other vehicles, because they're still, with all that heat created by the fire, it's still got a chance that it can go into a thermal runaway.
In total, 9 people were evacuated from all 3 homes. On Davie, David Zura, City News.